We are back with another Gloria repair video. In the last video, we left off with taking off the quarter panel and the outer wheel well structure. In this video, I want to begin removing the trunk pan. And the trunk pan goes all the way up to around here, in between the two shock towers and underneath the gas tank, which we already took out. So I'm going to need to grind off all of this adhesive and figure out how this panel is attached to the chassis. And then I'll probably have to do the same thing under the car. Before I proceed any farther, I'm gonna bag and zip tie the fuel line fittings, because one spark in the wrong spot would be a bad time. This adhesive makes such a mess. It gets everywhere. But at least we can start to see how these panels are connected. We're gonna have to do a little bit more grinding on this side. And there's honestly no point to drilling out the spot welds that connect this floor pan to the frame rail, which are here, because we're gonna have to replace the frame rail anyways. So we might as well just take that off in one piece. But we are gonna have to disconnect it from the shock tower itself and this inner wheel well. We can now see a pretty good idea of what we're working with on top. This looks like I'm gonna have access to it from the inside, so we'll get to that later. And same goes for all of this up to here. You can see that this panel starts to fold up here, and then there's 5 spot welds along the shock tower, and then from here all the way across there's some spot welds, and then same thing for that side. So it looks like everything on the top is exposed. So now we need to start looking at the bottom here, and here, and then the sides as well. Come around over here. This is what we're trying to drill out, right? You can't see anything, which means we're gonna have to grind all of this adhesive and undercoating off of the wheel well. Alright, check this out. We can see the spot welds here now on the bottom. They go up, and then across. So now if I go up again, this isn't the same panel, right? Because we're trying to replace this floor pan. So if we look on the other side, that is actually beginning the shock tower itself. So we have a gap from here to here. So we need to find this corner. And looking around, you can see this is that corner. There is one tab they folded down right here that you have to drill out the spot weld for. Right there. Pretty interesting find. Also, look at these bolts. I found that really interesting. I don't know why they didn't use spot welds there, but the frame rails are bolted on there. And it's not that there's no spot welds, they have spot welds in between those bolts. That's really interesting. And you can see that it's holding it in. So as of right now, I'm pretty sure that we have all of these spot welds exposed. I need to do the other side and then we'll get to drilling. But this side still has the stock mud flap and half of the bumper still on it. So I'm gonna need to remove these items first. Looks like there's some more screws or bolts. Oh, yeah, I guess right here. Interesting spot. Oh, one more. Should have known the corner. Thinking about this now, I might actually have to drill the spot welds for this quarter panel to fully remove this rear trunk section. Either way, it's gonna have to come off, because if you guys didn't know, it's buckled all the way up to here. Got a crease right here and folded down here. Well, the way this is looking, I'm gonna need to take off this quarter panel first in order to do this all correctly. So let's get at it. Before I start drilling this quarter panel out, I want to show you guys how the door fits. So it latches fine, everything's in line, but look at this gap. You can stick my whole pinky in it. Obviously that's not ideal, so after we replace the quarter panel, hopefully our gap will be smaller. Just like before, I need to grind off all this adhesive here, and then drill out the spot welds all along here, and for the first time, we get to see how this rear section is put together. I went ahead and drilled a divot, not a pilot hole since it doesn't go all the way through, into each spot weld. That way the spot weld drill bit does not walk around as I'm drilling it out. And something I'm noticing that is already different from the other side is I'm not seeing any spot welds on top here. If you guys remember when I took off the other quarter panel, there were 4 spot welds in that area. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know, that's kind of strange, but I guess once we drill out these spot welds and pry up, we'll see if it's being held in. Also have the pilot holes all the way through here, here, and here, and up this piece there. Now this is where I haven't had a chance to mess with, because If you guys remember, the other side was so damaged and crinkled, I ended up just cutting it. We couldn't even see all the panels because they were so crumpled together. There is one spot weld here, and you would think that this would be part of the quarter panel, but it looks like it's not. This is a separate piece from the inner panel. And I was also very curious as to if this panel wrapped all the way around. Like, is this part of the quarter panel? Because it looks like one piece, doesn't it? All the way through. It has a nice perfect round edge to it. There's no crease, no seam. But if you look at it from the inside, you can see right there, there's a little seam. So I'm really curious to see how that looks when we grind off the adhesive here. It looks like we have a panel here that folds in and a panel on top that also folds in. Stuff like this is really fun to me. I always love seeing how cars are made. Wow. I was expecting there to be a seam, something like this, where you can see the separation between the two panels. But no, it looks like they actually weld that. That's crazy. They did a great job too. It's so perfectly smooth. Damn, I wonder how I'm gonna have to take off the other quarter panel then. I might have to be very careful and just make a very straight cut with an angle grinder, so that way I can weld it back on. And no, I don't mean welding this quarter or center garnish back on. If you guys didn't know, when I bought this Gloria, it came with the rear half cut already. Almost everything that I need to fix the car. There it is. I really love this blue. So yeah, I guess that's welded right there. Looks like I'm gonna have to remove this little tab. It's probably to hold the bumper in place because there are spot welds right above it on this seam, on this corner edge. I'm pretty sure I got all the spot welds drilled out. You never know because there's always one or two that hang up the entire panel. So hopefully all I have to do is pry apart all the seams now and then have to make a cut back here for that seam that was welded from the factory. And then one cut along the C-pillar. And I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made with this side, cutting too deep, because we hit this inner structure, which isn't a big deal, we can fix that. But now that we know that, we can prevent it from happening again. Something I completely forgot about is that there's a gas door on this quarter panel. I'm gonna have to take off the gas door and try and see if there's any spot welds in here and take those off as well. Okay, thankfully after checking the back of this quarter panel, the gas door housing is not separate. Sometimes it is separate and you would need to drill out spot welds along here, but luckily in our case, it is not. Now that we have this C-pillar cut, we can see how loose everything is. Oh, that's really loose now. And if you guys remember, there was a ton of seam sealer on the bottom of the quarter panel here towards the rear. So that's gonna be fun to try and peel back. I am gonna have to make another cut back here. This is all fully seam sealed in, so it's really difficult to spread these panels apart. And we already have this section split apart. And again, if you guys missed the removal of the other quarter panel, there's 3 layers here, so we've drilled through all of those. This is all loosened, ready to go. This adhesive is so strong. I never get it off. There we go. All right, another whole quarter panel off. Now this car looks crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, this wheel well looks way better than the other side. I already took off the other side, so luckily we don't have to do this one. Well, unfortunately, one of Omar's neighbors has called and complained, so we may have a slight roadblock in the Gloria project, but we'll find out shortly. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. Today we are reviving, or I guess refreshing, Franzy's Integra sedan. Even though it's my Integra, but...
I was gonna say mine?
It's basically become yours at this point. But there's been a few things going on with it, and before winter gets here, we need to make sure everything is corrected. So she's told me that while she's driving the car, it's making some clunking noises.
in the front and now the rear.
Okay, so all around a clunker. Another thing I've noticed, and it bothers me so much, is one of the yellow fog lights is out. These are factory yellow. I don't know if it's a lens or the bulb. We're gonna have to look into that. And then also the trunk. We don't know how much junk we got back here, but we got junk in the trunk, and we need to we need to clean this out. And the sub stopped working. Oh, that's another thing. And I can't even find the door handle. I've pulled one off of a parts car. So hopefully we can find that when we clean out the trunk.
I wonder who ripped that off in the first place.
It was her.
Oh, also, can I clean the headlights too? Make them that foggy anymore?
Yeah, we can do that. I did that last year,
Yeah.
but
It worked so good, but they're already foggy again.
I was gonna say I forgot to put the clear coat, the last step. Yeah.
I'll handle that.
You'll handle that? All right. Let's start with the easiest thing, checking the headlight bulb, or the fog light bulb. Oh, and I forgot we put a new engine in this thing as well. Let's check the oil while we're in here. We are about a quart or a half a quart low.
Let's top it off.
But it's also on a slight incline, so that could have something to do with it. No funnel, no problem today. I think this little cap is the housing for the fog light bulb. I don't know, never looked at them before. This is a single wire plug, and looks like there's a single clamp. All right, there's no space in here. Oh, this tiny little bulb. It doesn't look blown. Actually, there is a dark spot on the back of this bulb. I've never seen a bulb quite like this. But we can test it out real quick. Gonna need a wire to extend that. I'm willing to bet this lead is positive. Hook that up to the positive side. And the housing is ground. Bulb is dead. Dang, all this stuff was in the trunk? Let's diagnose the front end clunk before we do the rear, since Franzy's back there cleaning it out. Tim came by, he's got some fries and ranch. I put you on blast, bro.
Not sucking.
I hate when that happens.
It's not sucking?
No.
Oh man, that sucks. Once you get the car in the air, first thing I like to do, side to side check and up and down check. I don't feel anything side to side, and don't feel anything up and down. Let's try the other side. All right, well, guess we'll take off the wheel and see what's going on in there. I always forget what spec these wheels are. These are stock 98 late model spec JDM Integra Type R wheels. I know, very specific, but it is what it is. 16x7 plus 50. Whew. 50. That's wild. I have a feeling it's this upper ball joint, so we're gonna take it off, wiggle it, and see how it feels. A lot of times when there's suspension droop, the ball joint will sag within its cup, and it will not let you see that it does. Oh, actually, look at that, I can move it. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Since the knuckle is pulling down, it's not gonna allow play, so when you push down on the arm, you can see the play. And that's perfect, because I happen to have an extra one ready to go. Alright, move the knuckle out of the way, and then 4 Allen bolts. Oh man, it's so loose. Inspect it.
Wow. I was doing its job. Is this the Skunk 212?
Yes. Skunk 2. I'm like, come on guys. Before, after. We'll try and slide it back to match where the old one was, which looks like it was max positive. And that's the benefit of using these control arms, because you can actually adjust your camber. You cannot adjust camber on stock upper control arms for Integras. 18x9 RG2s in the front. Damn, those look so good. Although they are definitely a little too big.
I think diameter wise they're too big, but yeah. Needless to say.
All right, these RG2s were 18 by 9 plus 35. Let's try a 17 by 8 plus 30. Diameter, way better. Poke, about the same, honestly. Still too much. Then again, we do have to lower the car, and sometimes I can sink it in a little bit.
That's still a little bit too much.
Right.
Plus 35 is like where it's usually.
Yeah. All right, let's diagnose the rear really quick. So it looks like the sway bar link itself is making a potential clunking sound. Yeah, we're gonna have to order new links, but everything else is looking okay. We need to go on a parts run because we don't have a light bulb for the Integra and we don't have a headlight cleaning kit. So we're gonna take the Z, and I figured we might as well try out our RG2s onto the rear. They're definitely not gonna fit in the front. These are 18 by 10 plus 25. So I don't even know if this is gonna fit in the rear, honestly. These are 17 by 9.5 plus 15. It's gonna be cutting it close. All right, reference. Oh, dude, actually?
It's perfect.
It is perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. It's not even on the ground yet, but damn.
Why does that wheel look so good on everything?
It's the best wheel. Top 3 wheel ever made.
Don't hype it up like that.
Yeah, that's good. Damn, no spacer is crazy. Want to do the honors, Tim? Woo-wee. Yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's so money. I might even need a spacer.
No, I just need to pull out some of that negative camber.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Then it'll be perfect.
Completely right. Straighten that out. What is this now? Maybe 3 or 4 degrees?
I think
Might
it's
be
more than that,
dude.
dude. This thing's
That's a
really
lot.
negative in the back.
Oh, dude, that's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
6, dude. Come on.
I know. I need to buy an upper control arm for this thing to straighten it out, but
Then it'll look.
we have returned with a headlight cleaning kit and a new light bulb. We'll see if this light bulb works though. I don't know if this is the correct one or not, but it was the closest one that matched up. I think they look close enough. We'll send this new one in here. It works. This one almost looks brighter now. And it's crazy because the bulb itself is not yellow. This is a white bulb. So that just means that there is a film on the inside that actually makes it yellow. Pretty interesting. Now we're gonna figure this kit out. These are so dull. So this was the initial wipe down and it's already crystal clear looking. Oh yeah, I see.
It's already drying.
When it dries, it starts to fog up again.
Yes, sir. So we gotta grit it up.
Grit
and
it up.
The grit will allow the...
Do I need to tape the edges with masking tape actually?
No, don't worry about it. Okay. We don't need to be too crazy with this. This car was actually spray painted, so if it gets the paint rubbed off, it won't be the worst thing. What kind of car we got on here, dude?
It's my old car.
No!
It's a black G35.
Dude, that's crazy.
This is a vital part of our next step to remove cloudiness, yellowing, oxidation, and fine scorches.
Scorches.
Does that look evenly frosted? What does evenly frosted mean?
I don't see any frost.
So it won't frost until after you have scrubbed that up amount, and then it dries.
All right, this is the next level of sanding. What grit is this one?
This is 3000 grit. I look fabulous right now.
I mean, truthfully.
This is the result of
3000.
3000 grit. We get a good bit of, what did they call this in the instructions?
Is this the frosting?
Frosting.
Yeah. There's the word.
Frosting.
Okay. Yeah, see?
Okay, it looks uneven. I gotta hit up some spots.
Tim.
Again?
Especially, I think.
Oh, it like instantly clears up when it's wet. That's crazy. Get in there.
All right.
What's the next step, boss?
Didn't get that far yet. Attach the yellow polishing pad, that thing, to drill.
Ooh, this is when you get to use power tools.
Okay, remove product immediately before it has a chance to dry. Need a nickel-sized.
Nickel-sized.
Is that like a nickel?
Right, move it around.
I think
Oh my
that's like a
God.
nickel.
Here, like splotch that here,
Right.
like just.
That's gonna go everywhere. Damn, that's good.
Dude, they look really good.
Right?
These just have a really timeless look. The triple projecting, like,
The separate housing between each
it's good.
bulb. Oh, so good. It's got the yellow center.
It really pops
beam.
now. You couldn't see any of this before. Let's
For
get
real.
let's get a before and after real quick. Look at that.
This still doesn't even do it justice because it was way worse
Way
before.
worse.
Damn, that looks so crazy.
Yeah,
I
it
can't even
does.
believe my eyes right now.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, other side.
You're doing great. You got it. You got it. Yeah, start. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Nice, nice.
I do not like power tools.
Why are you looking at us? Just looking up for our reactions.
Watch your hand. You're gonna get polished. Whoa! Sorry, just kidding.
We got a dingus here. Hey man, all I'm saying is if it don't jiggle, I don't want it. Damn. Dude, these lights are so clear that now you can see this bulb that fell out of the socket. Can you see that in there?
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever getting that bulb out.
Probably like remove the housing.
Just like
take
shake
the
it
bulb
out.
and yeah, play a game of. There was a game that was like that.
Oh, I forgot
Like
what.
try and fit the thing
Yep.
through the hole.
I forgot what it was. Glass cleaning and then sealant. We only know this because Fran has read all of the directions on the back of the box. We'll see how long this lasts. We're hoping at least throughout the winter. So before you go and buy this kit, I guess wait to see
No, it's already
how it
worth
holds
it,
up.
even just this.
Yeah, that's
Buy
true.
the kit. Go to Meyer. Get it.
Hire Fran, she'll polish your headlights. What do you charge?
It's free.
Free of charge. Wow.
It's very satisfying.
Gonna have cars lined up down the block, around the street, down the highway.
That's fine. I'll make cookies. Come over.
Franzy has applied the clear sealant, and my golly, these things are crispy. It doesn't even look like there's a lens on it, other than the glare. You've done a great job here.
I really outdid myself.
Yes. And the sky, come on, dude, that's so cool. Headlight reveal.
Damn.
Yeah?
Yellows are fresh as hell.
Oh,
So much better.
they're so crispy now. Oh my gosh. Damn. Damn. These look so blue too. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. It's quite a treat. They look good.
How'd the car drive? Any more clunks, less clunks? You notice the difference?
Less clunk, still clunking.
Ah, that's right. We gotta order the rear sway bar link still, but since it's a somewhat decent day out, we're gonna stop and skate for a little bit.
Somewhat decent. He's lying. It's cold as hell.
It's not raining or snowing.
It was beautiful earlier. It really was though.
It was. Oh, you need to get in the trunk? Hold on. Okay, what was that about you saying you don't got it anymore?
I'm scared.
You didn't look scared.
No many bangers in one go, dude. You had to like, I don't know, break this.
That was a super smooth handoff though.
Thank you. You want to try a handoff?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to break my face.
She thought about it.
Alright, I'm gonna bomb this.
No bomb.
My rocky fakies are really short. Damn, that was good.
That was different.
That was different.
Dude,
That was good.
like that.
That was so good.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks. That was our best high five. Damn it.
Dude, did you see my toe holding on for dear life? Well, that's gonna end today's video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.